Yo, what's good everybody? We are back on NBA 2K18 MyTEAM, and today I have a bunch of tips for you guys, man. There's been a ton of people asking me on Twitter about this, and I just wanted to make a video to help you guys, man. I love helping you guys. I love giving you guys tips or just even ideas to make you better at NBA 2K18 MyTEAM and to help you build a better team. Now, I just want to preface this video by saying, obviously, I don't have the best team. There are so many people with better teams than me right now in NBA 2K18 MyTEAM, man. I am not trying to say I have the best team, nor am I trying to say I'm the best player. I'm not at all. I just have played this game for a long time, and I've studied the mode for a while. I understand the mode a lot. I've been playing it since 2K13, and I've played it a lot every single year. So I understand the mode, and I feel like I could help you guys in improving and becoming a better player and just having a better team in general. So that's what we're going to do in this video, and we're going to essentially focus on the new Supermax mode, essentially the new main online mode to play in NBA 2K18 MyTEAM. Before it was obviously Road to the Playoffs, and last year MyTEAM Online. Now they replaced all that with Supermax. So this is the main mode. Honestly, I haven't even played a game of it yet, man. I've been focusing on other stuff, making videos. I played a little bit of Pack and Playoffs, but yeah, I haven't played a Supermax game, but I understand how the mode works, and I understand what you need to do to succeed in Supermax. So I'm going to give you guys tips to construct the best lineup for you, and so you can succeed in the Supermax mode, man. Now, if you guys didn't know, in the Supermax mode, it's essentially a salary cap based mode. So each team has a certain salary. You cannot go over it, and each NBA 2K MyTEAM player, MyTEAM card has a salary. I believe right now, I don't know the exact numbers you guys can see here. So essentially right now, all rubies are worth 250. Now, Shaq is actually a ruby, just the dynamic duo makes him a amethyst. Don't play yourself thinking his thing is messed up. All sapphires are 200, all golds are actually 100, and then all emeralds are worth 150, all silvers are worth 75, and then all bronzes are worth 50. So essentially you have to construct a lineup, all 13 players, and stay under the salary cap. Now the current salary cap is 1775. I think it's going to go up in the future, not exactly sure, but essentially right now you have to stay under or at 1775, and I've currently created two lineups that fit both of them, and each lineup kind of has a different strategy. So we're just going to go over both, and I'm going to give you a lot of tips to become a better player and to make the best lineup for you. Now, my very first tip is don't think about the gem, man. Don't look at the card and be like, oh my gosh, he's a sapphire, he has to be better than any emerald, any gold, any bronze, any silver. The card color doesn't mean anything. Well, it means something. Obviously, it correlates to their rating, but just because they have a high overall rating, that doesn't mean the card is going to work for you. Every year, there's a bunch of cards in 2K who have amazing ratings, and they're just not that good. That's just how 2K has always worked, man. So, like Diamond Isaiah Thomas last year, he was like a 97 overall, had incredible stats, but then you remember Isaiah Thomas is really short, so on the court he's not nearly as good as a 95 overall point guard who has really good animations and is a lot taller, just because he's shorter, man. There's nothing you can do about that. So you need to take everything into account, and there's also ratings that for your play style it doesn't really matter that much. Like there's guys like Kyle Korver who's a silver, only a 71, but you guys can see he has an A 3-point shooting. That's gonna make him better than a lot of gold cards just because he has a certain thing that he's amazing at doing. So it's really good to find those certain cards hidden that have good stats for what you need. Say you really need a nice defender. You can get a card who doesn't have that much of an offensive game, but he's a really good defender, and then just if you really need a stop, put him in, throw him in on whoever's hot, and he'll get the stop for you, man. It's all up to you with what you do, but you just have to realize the total overall does not not mean how good they are in the game. Like, there's plenty of cards. Like this Thon Maker. A lot of people would say this Thon Maker is better than a lot of freaking Emerald cards just because he's Thon Maker, man. He could shoot the three, really tall, super athletic. He's Thon Maker. He's always a beast in 2K. At least he was last year. I'm sure he is this year. A bunch of people are using him. Same with this Dario Saric, man. I loved playing with him. I'm sure I like him a lot more than I'd like playing with this gold Zach Randolph that I actually put him over. Just because I like his style, man. He could shoot the three. He's really good in the post. He can get some rebounds. I just really like the way he plays for me. And that's not just with silver cards, man. You gotta find those bronze beasts who can get buckets for you. Like, obviously, Omri Caspi. That man can shoot the three. You already know he could shoot the three. So he's on the squad, man. I didn't have enough salary cap to get some silvers in there or get some gold. So with the last three players, man, I picked three bronzes that I enjoyed using. When I was playing the opening challenges, this Tyler Dorsey was getting buckets for me, man. You see he has a B 3-point scoring. As a freaking 65 overall, as a bronze card, that is very, very good. So he's on the roster, man. He got a spot. He may not get many minutes, but he's filling out the roster. And if I do need a 3 at the end of the game, he may actually get some run. Who knows? And that actually brings me to my second point. The last 3 spots on the roster, man. If you have cards good enough to max out your salary cap, I would make the last 3 spots on your roster silvers or bronzes, to be honest. Like, there's no reason to waste these last 3 spots on guys who have high salaries, man. There's no reason at all, because they're not going to get much run, man. Think about it. Do you ever really use all 13 players on the team? I know sure as heck I don't, unless I'm purposely trying to because I want to. But if it's just a normal MyTEAM game or a normal game of 2K in general, I usually just have a starting squad, and then when the starting squad's starting to get tired, I just switch in the bench squad. I don't even do like sub him out, keep him in. Nah, I just switch the whole thing, man. Whole clean slate. That's usually what I do. Obviously, everyone has different strategies, but you're most likely not going to need to use all 13 of your cards. So these last 3, and especially these last 2, man, you do not need them to be amazing, high salary, high overall cards, man. If they have to be silver or bronze, that's no problem. Just find the silver or bronze cards that you like the most and that you know if he needs to get in the game for whatever reason, if everyone's tired, or if you need a 3, or you need a defensive stop, or you need a rebound, whatever it is. If this guy Dario Saric needs to get in the game, he could do a job, and his job would be if I need a 3 late in the game and I desperately need a 3 to tie the game and there's 1 or 2 seconds left, I'd probably throw in Dario Saric at the power forward, then move DeMarcus Cousins over to the 5. That's probably what I do, because I know he can shoot the 3, man. Now, as you guys can see, I have 2 starting lineups, man. One is a more balanced starting lineup where I have a very solid bench too, and the other I made it is high salary as I can for the starters and then just picked out a bench. So as you can see, man, this beast lineup, this is a more balanced lineup. You see, we do have a gold player in here, and we have 2 sapphires. Obviously those cards are beastly, but a gold in there, man, only being 100, that's half of the salary value as this other sapphire. So then my bench could be a little bit better, man. I could pull 2 emeralds and 1 gold off the bench, and then a bunch of really, really good silver cards. It forces me to not have to use any bronze cards if I do want to throw Kyle Korver in the game to get a clutch 3 late. That's what I did for this beast lineup. It's a lot more balanced. Now with this other lineup, I just threw in a bunch of high salary cards just to see what I could do with the highest salary starting lineup that I can make with the cards I have. Now, granted, I don't have that much cards right now. I really haven't opened up that many packs, but yes, this is what I could do. So I put the highest salary I could in the starting lineup, and then I just made a bench off of that, and you see, we still have a pretty beastly squad, man. It's just not as much diversity off the bench when it comes to gems. You see, we have 3 golds, 1 sapphire, and 1 silver. But you also have to realize that these 2 people starting are Onyx cards, free agent cards. They only have a certain amount of use. So if you're actually grinding in the Supermax mode, you only have like 5 uses out of these cards, and I don't know, I usually never even use these guys. So I'm probably not going to use this lineup. I just put them in there as kind of filler because I didn't have enough cards to show. But say you have 2 sapphire cards in here, and that's 50 more. Then you have to essentially take 50 points off the bench. So you essentially have to change one of these gold cards or 2 of these gold cards for silvers, or 1 of them for a bronze. That's how that goes. So when you have a beastly starting lineup, your bench isn't going to be nearly as good. Now, some people play most of the minutes with their starters, man. I get that. I understand that. I personally like to have my players rested and full of energy so they could play to their best. So I personally prefer this beast lineup over this 2 lineup. I don't know why I named it 2, but yes, I prefer this just because it's more spread out, man. We have 2 really good emerald cards, in my opinion, off the bench, in Kemba Walker and Marc Gasol, and then some really good silver cards that I'd like to play with as well. So I'm actually gonna start playing Supermax live on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/NickTheBullsFan. If you're already on my channel, I don't know why I'm saying that, but if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, man. I'm going to be streaming tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time. That's an hour later than I usually stream. I just really have a lot to do tonight. So 8 o'clock is when the stream is going to start. And I'm going to start off my Supermax journey. So if you think what all I was saying in this video was a bunch of stupid stuff and you think I'm going to be trash, so then you could come to the stream and find out, man. But I'm liking the lineup I have. I think it looks good. I think it's very balanced, and I'm excited to get started in my Supermax journey, man. It's going to be my first time playing it, so it's going to be very, very interesting. So yeah, guys, hopefully this video really helped you out. If it did, I'd really appreciate it if you can leave a like on this video and also subscribe to the channel, man. You know I've been grinding, posting so many videos, and YouTube's really been tripping lately, man. I can't even lie. Like, it's really been screwing up, and it's upsetting, but the grind doesn't stop. I'm not gonna stop grinding. So yes, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could leave a like on this video and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. That would mean a lot to me. And also show up to the stream tonight, man. 8 o'clock Central Time, that is 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and that is also 6 o'clock Pacific Time. So be there. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna be chilling with you. I may even open some packs if you guys really show some love on that. So make sure to check that out, man. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.